Is there anything stopping Chelsea from winning the Premier League this season? Can anybody really stop us from winning the Premier League this season? It's almost official. Romelu Lukaku is almost officially a Chelsea player. And and that was the only problem we had last season. Last season, from the goalkeeper to the defenders to the midfielders to the attackers, apart from the striker, everybody did a perfect job. Without having an out and out striker, we won the Champions League last season. But this season, I believe we are going to have another dimension of success. Um, the only people that can stop Chelsea is Chelsea. Nobody else. Nobody else. But we want to look at what Romelu Lukaku will be offering Chelsea this season and in the years to come. You know, he left Chelsea in 2014 after his first spell ended in a disappointing way. It was really disappointing because every one of us saw his raw talent, but he was still relatively young, and there were so many strikers with years of experience ahead of him. So he had to move on, and he moved on. Yes, he moved on, but finally he is back. He is back to finish what he left unfinished at the bridge. And despite all that happened in the first spell, in his first spell at Chelsea, I believe this second journey is going to be a huge success for him and the club because he's coming back a more mature player and he's coming back a more seasoned player. Many of the things we saw as defects in him, he has refined himself over the years, and he's now a world-class striker. I must say that he's a world-class striker. So in this video, I just want to check out some things I see in him over the course of the past two seasons that will be a great asset to Chelsea Football Club. So let's go over some of those things. The first thing that he has always had it. Okay, from the first time he came to Chelsea up till now, he has always had that part of him. That is strength. You know, he has always been that strong, big, powerful striker that has always been a threat to the defenders. He has not always been a threat to defenders because of his finishing ability, but he has always been a threat to defenders because of his strength. It takes a lot to mark Lukaku. So one of the things he has going for him that we will enjoy is his strength. We've had strikers over the years who have excelled at Chelsea, and if you look at one common denominator among these strikers is strength. You talk about Didier Drogba, you talk about Diego Costa. These are two strikers who have excelled in recent times. If you want to move a little bit back, you talk about Hasselbank. These are powerful strikers, and that is the way Chelsea loves her strikers. Powerful, big, strong, and reliable. So Lukaku has all that going for him. And then the next thing I see going for him is Lukaku loves to play, or he knows how to play with his back towards the goalpost. He can play just backing the defender. And many strikers over the years in Chelsea who couldn't do that have always struggled because in some cases, in some situations, Chelsea like to play the route one football just from the goalkeeper straight ahead. And if you don't have a striker who can control the ball on his chest and then begin help bring other teammates um, into the game, those strikers who can't do that, we are always struggling. You look at Morata, you look at uh, Shevchenko, and some other good strikers, but they didn't have that ability to play with their back to the post. But Lukaku has that ability, which will help players like Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner to get more into the game and even have opportunities to score goals. So that will be a great asset that he'll be bringing to Chelsea. I sometimes see him as a reincarnation of Didier Drogba. Those qualities that Didier Drogba had that helped Frank Lampard to have so many goals. If you check many goals that Frank Lampard scored, you can see those qualities of Drogba helping him to come into goal scoring positions. So that's what I see that Lukaku will be offering to most of the players around him and also offering to the club in general. The next thing I see that's going for Lukaku, which he's going to bring to the table in Chelsea, is speed. For many footballers who are that big, you don't really see them having that speed. But Romelu Lukaku is different. He has the strength, he has the aerial ability, he has speed. If you see him when he's moving, he can dribble past defenders and straight ahead he goes. So apart from the strength he has, he's also very, very quick. Quick in dribbling, quick on the counter. He's going to help Chelsea a lot over the course of the season and over the course of the years that he's going to stay in Chelsea. The next thing I see going for him, we look at aerial strength. In fact, when I look at this, I just say this is Drogba. This is Drogba. Aerial strength. Uh, Many strikers who come to Chelsea don't really succeed when they don't have that aerial ability, when they cannot score goals with their head or even give a pass with their head. Drogba had that aerial strength, aerial ability, and it worked perfectly for him. Lukaku also fits into that same mold. He has that aerial presence. He can jump high with the advantage of his height also. And he can he can score so many goals with his head. So that is one other thing he offers us as a club. The next thing I look at is creativity. He is not just a striker, he is a team player. If you check in the last season at Inter, he was involved in over 50 goals and he was personally involved. He had 11 assists, the highest in the club. He was involved in the highest number of goals. He created the highest number of chances and he also had the highest assist in Inter just this last season. And then you can see that he offers more than just scoring goals. He is very, very creative. He creates goal scoring opportunities, which will be very helpful for other team members and for the club in general. So we'll be watching out for those qualities that he will be bringing to the club in the course of the season and in the course of the next 3 to 4 years of his career at Chelsea. And then the final quality I want to talk about is no weak foot. No, some time ago in his first spell, he always struggled with his right foot, but in recent years, he has no weak foot. He can score with both foot. So if the ball is on his right leg, he's as dangerous as if the ball were to be on his left leg. So it's going to be very difficult to mark him. What leg are you going to mark? If you think he's going to shoot with his right and you try to block the right leg, he end up using the left. And if you think he's going to use his left, which is his favorite, but if you think he's going to use the left, the right can also cause havoc, just the same way the left leg does. So it will be very, very, very difficult to keep him it will be very, very, very difficult to keep him quiet over the course of the season. So for me, I believe that this is the best buy that Chelsea could have had. He has all the qualities, he has the maturity, he has the Premier League experience. That is the most important part. The Premier League experience that he has had in his first few seasons or couple of seasons while he was in the Premier League. It's it's going to be very, very valuable for us. Chelsea has finally gotten the missing key, the missing link. I am expectant of so many trophies. We are going to be unplayable. But I just want to hear from you. What are your thoughts about us having Romelu Lukaku back in Chelsea after nearly 7 years that he has left us? For me, this is the right move and this is the right time. If you have any other opinions, leave your comments in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day. See you in the next video. Bye.